Hello, folks. Thank you for tuning in to Lunderman Shop. Great to have you with me today. This is a little bit different video than I normally do. If you notice, I am not out in the yard, hot and sweaty, cutting something down or showing you my John Deere tractor. A little bit different today. This is an informative video. We're going to talk a little bit about the emerald ash borer. So I put together a few slides for us to go through. Hopefully we'll be done in about 10 to 15 minutes. Hopefully you'll stick with me for that long. So this is a particular topic that has hit home a little bit because on our property here where we live, we have lost a number of trees over the last few years. And right now, during this recording, we're in between services on our trees, meaning we had a tree taken down about 2 weeks ago. We'll have another one taken down starting next Friday, and a lot of work done. So if you have ash trees on your yard, stick around and we'll talk about the emerald ash borer for a few minutes here. Okay, so as I said, I had some slides that I put together. So without further ado, let me get into my screen share here and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so all right, so the emerald ash borer coming to an ash tree near you. Yes, they only feed on ash trees. I don't know why, but they only feed on ash trees, and they end up killing ash trees. This is an informative video, as I said, rather than a how-to video. I'm not going to show you how to do anything on this one. If you have ash trees in your yard or neighborhood, you will need to take action if you want to save those trees. If you want to save your trees, have a professional come out and look at them to give you some ideas and options. Otherwise, they will likely die, and you will need to take down those trees if they are close to houses or other structures. And they will eventually need to come down because the trees become brittle and will end up falling. And most of the ash trees that I'm familiar with, especially on my property and in our neighborhood, are rather large trees. All right, so let's go to this particular website, and I'll link all these down below so you can go there yourself and take a look at them. Let me get out of this one here. And so 5 facts. There's a whole lot of facts about the ash borer, but let's just take a look at 5 facts. The emerald ash borer, commonly referred to as EAB, is a bright metallic green beetle, which is 10 to 13 millimeters. So it's about an inch. Give or take. The emerald ash borer beetle has caused millions of trees in North America to die since its accidental introduction from Asia. Here are 5 facts to help you understand this pest and economic destruction it has caused. So you can see some of the tunneling that takes place under the bark there of the ash tree. All right, so number 1 here. With the help of dendrochronological reconstruction, say that word 10 times. Dendrochronological reconstruction, which is a method of scientific dating based on the analysis of tree rings. Scientists have traced EAB destruction back to the early 1990s in Michigan. You can see in this picture here that it's not even the size of a penny, the length of it. This picture here I see is a little small, but it kind of gives you the life cycle of the beetle. Adults live for 2 or 3 weeks. During that time, females lay 65 to 90 eggs. In summer and fall, larvae form S-shaped galleries by feeding under the bark, cutting off the tree's nutrients and so forth. Larvae overwinter in the bark and outer sapwood. Larvae go through a pupation process to become adults. Usually takes 2 to 3 weeks for them to become an adult. Adults begin to emerge in mid to late May and continue into August. Okay. The lifespan ranges from 1 to 2 years in North America, although I've read that it could be up to 3 years, the entire life cycle. The emerald ash borer beetle kills ash trees by destroying the water and nutrient conducting tissues under the tree's bark. So essentially it starves the tree. No nutrients can go up or down. The whole chain of nutrients is interrupted. A tree will die within 2 years of signs of the EAB beetle. Again, depending on the size of the tree, the original health of the tree, it could take longer to die. I suppose it could take shorter than that too. All right, there is a picture of that pest. The emerald ash borer is spread through the moving of firewood from its initial location, and that seems to be the biggest way and the most efficient way that the borer is transported throughout. It does. They do fly about a mile. Let's see, am I reading this right? Can fly a half of a mile from the tree where they were or emerged from. So apparently they are spread mostly through firewood and through shipping containers. The emerald ash borer is now recognized as the most harmful pest in North America, having caused the destruction of over 1 million ash trees. This beetle has been recognized as a serious problem, which can cost billions of dollars to fix. So this particular website that we're looking at right now is a few years old. I believe this was back in 2015, but I don't think these beetles have gone away since then. All right, so let's take a look at what I think what's coming up is here. This is what they look like. As you can see, we're in the larvae stage here. And this is when they're inside of the tree. Right over here, this is all the tunneling that the larvae has already done. And this, of course, is a close-up of it. Some more pictures. And again, if you pull back the bark, which I have not done on my trees, but if there's that much damage, you would be able to pull back the bark, and that's what you would find under your ash tree, the ash tree bark. Know the symptoms of EAB: thinning or dying of ash tree crowns, which is the very top of your trees. If you see a lot of the leaves are dying back. Suckers at the base of the tree. That's where you see way down on the tree trunk, little branches starting to come out. And we had them on our trees too, and I wasn't quite sure why that was happening, but obviously it's the tree is in distress. So it's basically trying to survive. Splitting bark, tunneling under the bark, and D-shaped exit holes, and a lot of woodpecker activity. Yes, around our house we have a lot of woodpecker activity because of the borer. All right, so this is a picture of one that I found on our patio right outside our back door. It's very small. This one, of course, was dead. I've seen three. I've actually seen three, or I've seen actually 3 beetles so far this year. This one here, there was one on the roof of my car that was dead as well. And then I did see one on the ash tree that was living. Okay, they're kind of pretty. You know, they're a sparkly, emerald color. All right, this is one of the trees that we will have taken down. Last year, this one had leaves on it. This year, it is completely dead. There is no foliage on this tree at all. Any foliage that you see there is coming from a tree that's behind it. So this tree is completely dead. Here is another tree that we're having taken down. This one here, it's very thin foliage. The one next to it is, it has been damaged, but the tree company thinks that we can keep that one and provide treatments for it and fertilization, and that will help keep it going at least for a few more years. Let's see, where's my next picture? All right, you can see it here too. This tree here, this tree right here is a healthy ash tree. Can you see that there? This is a healthy ash tree. So we're gonna treat this one as well for the ash borer. We're gonna fertilize it because this tree here is in great shape. You can see the difference in the foliage between this tree and this tree over here. So again, this one here we're having taken out. You'll see more pictures of that in just a minute. Again, some more of our trees here. You can see how large these trees are. These are huge. So of course we want to take precautions and be safe that these trees don't come crashing down in a storm, right? All right, here's Another picture, the same tree. The healthy tree is here. The infested tree is here. These are pictures of the exit, what they call the signature D holes, where the adult beetle exits the tree. So here's an older one over here. See how large that is. Here's another one. I believe this one here is at the base of the tree. A lot of these holes you see at the base of the trees. That's, I guess, kind of where they come and go from. Here's some more. This is an older hole here. This one here is new. You can see woodpecker activity around here, right? Woodpecker trying to get through there. Some more holes here. So when you out and look at your trees, if you see these holes in your tree, you should probably give a phone call maybe to an arborist just to come out and check out your trees, so you get an idea of what things or what's going on with your trees. You're either going to take care of it now or you're going to have to deal with it later, right? Again, these are just pictures of our trees right from the bottom, so you can see the size and the scope of these massive trees. It's a shame that we have to lose these, right? Here again is another picture. This is the picture over here on the right is the same tree I showed you without any leaves on it at all. And this is the other one that we're having taken down over here. Last year, this tree looked a lot like this tree, meaning it had leaves on it. There was some foliage. At the end of last year, the tree, the leaves just went brown and died. So you might see that happen in your trees too. All right, so let's take a look at a little video here. Hopefully my video will come up. Once the tree is infested and succumbs to the emerald ash borer, the trees die, or even actually before they're completely dead, as you'll see in this video here, they become brittle, and the tree climbers, the tree companies, will no longer actually be able to climb the trees to take the trees down. So they have to bring in bucket trucks. They have to bring in the big cranes because they're no longer safe. Think about, being way up in the tree like that and the weakened branch just snapping and the climber being on that branch. So let's see if I can get my video here working for you guys. All right, this is what was going on in our backyard a week ago. They're still working on this. They'll be back to finish up the job. But I wanted to show you and see if I can. You guys see that there? Yeah. They do know what they're doing, I'll tell you that. See if I can get a little bit closer here so you can see this fall. So they have to get up in a bucket truck. They're not climbing the tree. And of course, when they're up in a bucket truck, they can actually take down more parts of the tree, more pieces of the tree at a time. And of course, what happens, that big piece comes down and lands on our yard, typically makes a big splash and a big mark in our yard, but I guess we'll take care of that a little bit later. Okay, back to our show here. You see that? Yeah. All right, so what to do if you think you have the emerald ash borer? First off, if you have ash trees on your yard or in your neighborhood, and you think there might be some emerald ash borer activity going on, record the area where you found the insect and take photos of insects along with any damage. Don't move firewood from your property. If you burn firewood, you have to keep it on your property. Don't take it to your neighbors. Don't transport it to a campground. That's how a lot of the beetles travel. People take firewood to campgrounds and so forth. Don't buy firewood from local sources and burn it where you buy it. Buy kiln dried firewood before spring. Burn your remaining firewood supply to eliminate the chance of EAB spreading to live trees. And then most of all, call a tree company or arborist so that somebody who knows what to look for can come out. It's not going to cost you a dime for them just to come out and look at your trees. They'll probably give you an estimate of what it's going to costs to take care of it and what treatments are necessary. But do yourself the favor. You're going to, if you love your trees, you got to take care of them. And if you don't take care of it, like we waited a little bit too long here on our property, so we lost a few of our trees. Our other trees, hopefully we won't lose because we're going to take care of them. But if you don't take care of your trees and you have the emerald ash borer in your area, they will die sooner or later, probably sooner. And then you'll have to do something with it because you don't want to leave them up when they're dead. That's just the information I'm passing along to you. Okay, so if you want to save your trees, have a professional come out and look at them to give you some ideas and options. Otherwise, they will likely die, will need to be taken down if they are close to houses or other structures. So that is my, let me get back to my, that's my little slideshow for you today. Again, this is, take this seriously. If you have big ash trees in your yard and you suspect that there's the emerald ash borer around, or you see thinning in your trees, you see a little holes in your trees, call out an arborist, have them take a look, and then you can take action. At least you'll be informed and you won't be surprised when you come out in the spring and notice that one of your huge ash trees has no activity at all as far as foliage. And that's exactly what happened with our tree. We came out in the spring and there was nothing going on, no buds, nothing at all. So don't let it happen to you. It does cost a little bit of money to take care of these trees. And if you're looking for a new house, if you're looking to move, always consider the trees that you are going to inherit on that new property, because big trees cost big money to maintain, to take care of, to take down. They are lovely to have. They provide lots of shade, and they also provide a bit of firewood too. So, all right. So that's all I have for you today. I hope this short video was informative. If you learned anything or got anything out of this video, I'd love for you to give us a thumbs up or subscribe to our channel, Lenderman Shop. That would be fantastic. All right, folks, thank you for joining me today. We'll see you on our next video. Take care.